What's up, guys? Sorry about that. Just testing my audio, make sure everything's coming in through. Just give me 1 second. All right, guys. Okay, guys. It is Sunday night. I consider it Sunday night, even though it's Monday morning. But we are here to check this out. We are here to go over one of the final chapters. We are in chapter 31 of our book of the 25 Biblical Laws of Success. This is the 6th cardinal sin against success. All right. And so, give me 1 second here, guys. All right. So, this is chapter 31. And as we get into it, very excited. We got one more chapter after this. After this is chapter 32. And then there's a short 2-page conclusion to this book. And what a journey, guys. What a journey. I suggest that if you are finding this channel, that you would go ahead and look back. Go ahead and look back throughout the channel, and you can follow along with us, or start over from wherever get to the beginning, read chapter 1 with us, and just follow along. You don't have to have the book. I'll read it for you, and what a journey. I mean, the 25 biblical laws of success, just to kind of give a little recap. And sorry about the slow start here, but let me give you a recap. I started reading this book in 2018, and I got this book it was right after Christmas, right before Christmas. All right, 2018, and I started reading it, and it was very impactful. But it's one of those things. It's like what I find. There's a lot of people that read or try to read, and they're not really readers. They'll start reading the book, and they'll make a habit of it, and later on, they just end up dropping it. They get caught up with everything, just life, things that are going on, and they find themselves dropping the book, and they don't really get to it again. Or they go to the audio version of it, which, I understand today audiobooks makes things a lot easier, and you can do it that way. You could, but like anything, if I learn what I learned in business and what I learned by having a coach and a mentor, is that they'll teach you how to do things the way they did it, which is the old school way. And what people will try to do in all things, in all areas, in all industries, they'll try to find a shorter, faster, easier way to do things, especially with the internet and all the capabilities of the internet, all the opportunities that they give us. We're able to try to find audiobooks. A lot of it's free on YouTube. And then we kind of dumb it down. We water it down, as we say in our business. It doesn't have the full effect. If you don't read it yourself, it doesn't have the full effect. But when you sit there actually read the text, there's something about it. So this, my goal was to finish a book. I wanted to read 6 books in this year. So every 2 months, there would be a new book. But this is going to be book number 1. We're going to put it away, finish off this book. And, it is what it is. We didn't get to it, but that's why you set a goal. You set a goal and you raise the standards, and you don't always make it the first time, the first try. Maybe next year I'll get a little closer to reaching the goal, whatever that goal will be. But just one of my goals this year was to get something started with people and getting back to reading. When's the last time you read a book? Most of y'all haven't read since high school, or haven't read a book. You read magazines, you read Instagram posts and Facebook posts and things like that. You read up on that kind of stuff. You read the news, but you'll read a recipe, but you don't really read a book. A lot of people gotten away from it. Now, there are some people who read, they're just natural, they're just readers. It just comes to them. They love it. They have a passion for it. And I think that's awesome. What a great um, way to spend your time. And one of the best ways to spend your time is to read a book and work on yourself. Really, it's investing time in yourself when you read. So, just letting y'all know that this has been one of my goals is to fix myself as far as being a reader. I was never a reader growing up. It wasn't one of the things like, oh man, I can't wait to get home and read this book. You know what I mean? That wasn't me. I want to get home, watch The Simpsons, play video games, all that kind of stuff, and go play outside, ride my bike, that kind of thing. But nobody wanted to come home and read a book. Now my daughter, she was my oldest daughter, got really into reading last year. This year, that went down the drain, but we got to get back into it. I want to help her to have that love and that passion of reading a book. And my encouragement is for all you adults out there to start picking up on a book and whatever subject it is. If it's something that you're passionate about, if it's something that you can learn from, by all means, pick up the book, read it. Our book is the 25 Biblical Laws of Success. I show you this cover every time I do a chapter. I've been trying to do a chapter every day, and sometimes I'll let days go by, and sometimes I'll let a week or two go by, and I really slacked off. I started off the end of February, and we're already here in what is it, May? It's May. I should have been done with this book. I should have been done with another book. But here we are in the final chapters of this book. Tomorrow we will do chapter 32 and the conclusion, and that'll be it for this book. But here we are doing chapter 31. Chapter 31 is one of the cardinal sins against success. You've heard the 7 cardinal sins against God, against the Word of God, and but this right here in our book that we're reading, the 25 Biblical Laws of Success, we've covered the 25 biblical laws. Now we are covering the 7 cardinal sins, and this is the 6th one. Before we move forward, I ask you to please like and subscribe to our channels. We are on YouTube, we are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We haven't been doing a lot on TikTok, not a lot on Twitter either, but we are there. But mainly Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Follow Big Bunny Many. Yeah, you'll find me and all the content we put up. And there's some things that we have a lot of goals as far as what we want to accomplish with these podcasts, with these videos. And we're just getting started. This is the ground, guys. This is the ground. But I assure you, we are going to build up something massive. I have big plans for social media and what we're going to do here and how we're going to make an impact on people and how we're going to help people get better. All right. And so we are at Big Money Many. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, all of them. All right. Except for Snapchat. I'm not on Snapchat. I'm not even going to waste my time. I barely made a TikTok. I'm usually behind the ball, but when it comes to that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's try to fly through this. Chapter 31 is the sin of sloth. All right, so we're talking about laziness. Okay, the sin of sloth. And our Bible verse to start off with is Proverbs chapter 19, verse 15. Laziness brings on deep sleep, and the shiftless go hungry. All right, so let's read. People who commit the sin of sloth hope to earn their living the same way the Jews gained food in the desert when God sent down bread and quail for them to eat in Exodus chapter 16. They expect God to make job offers and money to fall from the sky and provide for them living. so they don't have to step outside of their comfort zone. All right, that comfort zone, man, that is the playground of the enemy. That's the trap of the enemy. That's where people get stuck in their comfort zone, and they don't pursue all that God has in store for them. So they miss out on their blessings. They miss out on rewards. They miss out on results, right? Because they're stuck in that comfort zone. Right, the pandemic has exposed a lot of people. A lot of people got stuck in that comfort zone. They haven't moved forward. In other words, uh, there are those who there are the ones. In other words, these are the ones who hope for a paycheck at the end of each month, waiting for it without having to work for it. Wow. Now, this book was read in 2017, I believe, and already we're there's another pandemic going on top of the other pandemic, and that pandemic is all these workers who are now receiving unemployment checks, and they got so comfortable that they figured, why go back to work? Right? They're just stuck. I mean, they're going to sit there and collect that money, and they're making almost as much as they would have made if they had gone to work, and so they're very comfortable today, right? And we just keep giving them checks. And anyway, um, the book was written before the pandemic, and it's already exposing this, or talking not exposing, but bringing it to light that there are people who will wait there for a check. Um, in other words, there are the ones these are the ones who hope for a paycheck at the end of each month without having to work for it. These people, the ideal position would be a 4-hour work week. They would like to become the CEO of a great company, but would delegate their hard work needed to a team. Now, that's something a business owner would love to pursue, to be able to spend less time at the job, less time hands on, more time managing a team. And that's really that's something I strive for, to eventually have organizations being run. And of course, I won't be able to do all of it myself, but I would like to delegate that work to a team. And so there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But without the work, if you're not going to put in the work and you just want to jump straight to that level, I mean, there's something wrong with that. And that's what we're covering here. Unfortunately, there is no easy way to earn money these days. Neither is it possible to thrive without working hard and putting in the same effort. There you go. As the Bible says in Proverbs chapter 12, verse 11, those who work their land will have abundant food, but those who chase fantasies will have no sense. Chapter 12 of Proverbs, verse 11. Lazy people don't stand a chance in the marketplace. As soon as their true nature is uncovered and a suitable replacement is found, they will be replaced. Solomon says, Solomon, known for his wisdom, talk against the sin of sloth in the book of Proverbs. Solomon, known for his wisdom, talks against the sin of sloth in the book of Proverbs. There you go. And he says, I have it up here for you guys. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Wait, consider its ways to be wise. Sorry for the typo. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler. Yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. Right? It says, how long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a thief. It's going to sneak up on you. And scarcity like an armed man. Chapter 6 of Proverbs, verse 6 through 11. Powerful examples here. I mean, the ant is always I will always remember the ant when we're talking about being a sluggard, because the ant is constantly moving, constantly, never stopping, always on the move, always on the go. It's not chilling, not relaxing anywhere. You can't force it to. It's going to do its job. It's going to perform for the better of the team, right? So it says here, let's see, consider this the ant, you sluggard. Um, the ant moves without being commanded or without an overseer, overruler. And it says, when are you going to wake up from your sleep, you sluggard? All right, so the picture Solomon paints about sloth isn't flattering. A person who sees excuses to abstain from work is not wise, right? On the contrary, he will become a hassle and a source of frustration for those who depend on him. A slothful person is proud and arrogant, right? It says here, a sluggard is wiser in his own eyes, sorry for the typo, than seven people who answer discreetly. Huh. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 16. He dreams of winning the lottery, having $1 million idea, or being recruited by a headhunter. But despite his lofty wishes, he is an underachiever. The ending to this story is not surprising. All right. And so the ending is this. Solomon says, I went past the field of a sluggard, past a vineyard of someone who has no sense. Thorns had come up everywhere. The ground was covered with weeds, and the stone was in ruin. The stone walls was in ruins. I heard my heart to be. I applied my heart to be to what I observed, and learned a lesson from what I saw. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. They're reading on, therefore, there are people who believe in achieving a bright future without any effort. Others dream about the future and in order to escape their day-to-day responsibilities, right? But it says here, in order to become reality, dreams must come with plans and efforts, or they will only be an illusion. Huge. All right. So it says, to turn dreams into reality, we cannot be slothful. It says we must plan, organize, and plow the land. If they're fantasies, dreamers imagine uh, miraculous solutions for their problem, but these solutions will likely require some luck and the help of others. All right, it says, but dreamers often leave unfinished projects along the way because they are not doers. When the exception, when the execution part begins, the hands-on or work hard, the dreamer loves on the larger, more spectacular fantasy. Here are a few questions to ask yourself. Have you been working hard in the land? All right. Have you been working hard in the land? If you are in college, are you studying? And are you committed to your studies? All right, if you are committed to improve, are you committed to improving your personal reviews at your job, whether it's a part-time or full-time? As a businessman, are you constantly recycling? I like this, recycling your knowledge. Are you teaching someone else? Are you growing, helping someone else grow? Searching for new and better ways to conduct business activity. It says here, the Bible says, Proverbs chapter 27, verse 13. As a businessman, you are constantly now. You paying careful attention to your herds? Have you given any thought to your business plan? Are you aware of your strengths and your weaknesses? Do you know how to manage them in order to succeed? In one of Joyce Meyer's messages, she points out the importance of working hard and sowing. All right, and so it says here, um, I'm waiting for my kids. Hope they don't get ahead of me. And say, Joyce Meyer says the problem is some people want to win but don't want to go through the struggle. They want to be prosperous but don't want to sow. They want to improve their financial life, but they are not willing to do what is needed, such as help others. Right? But it says sometimes you have to take a step back to gain momentum to move forward. We can't have it both ways. This is the truth. There will be things in your life that you don't care for or you don't want to but have to do. And believe it or not, this is healthy, because if we had everything our way, if we did only what we wanted to do, if there was no opposition, if everything was given and there was nothing else to conquer, you know what that would make you and I? That would make you and I a bunch of spoiled children. Sometimes you need to feel uncomfortable in order to change a place. Whew. In order to change places. All right. And so it says, are you dreaming or are you stagnating? All right. One of the worst varieties of sloth is when people don't realize that they are standing still. People can lose themselves in their dreams and elaborate expectations and not set anything in motion. Robert Shalinsky, Shalin, Shinya, oh, sorry, Robert Shinyashiki indicates it is not important where you come from, or nor how you are right now. What is important is your life determining ability and what you are willing to do to make it come true. It is not important where you come from or how you are right now. What is life determining is your ability to make your dreams come true. Those who have many dreams and fantastic ideas end up less successful and fulfilled than those who are less creative and are more hands-on. The Bible is wary of those who seek fantasies instead of working the land. Dreams without commitment are just fantasies. What separates here? Here's a question. What separates the dreaming fool from the successful dreamer is that the latter is also a doer, while the former is he just merely fantasizes, right? And so the fool lacks discipline and action to bring his dreams to life. A dream should prompt movement, not stagnation. If you do have a dream, if you do have a goal, if there's something you're passionate about, it should prompt you to move on it, not be stagnant. Right, which I'm guilty of. As I was thinking about my goals and dreams, I said, "Man, there's a lot of things that I want to help out with, but I don't have the ability." And so that shouldn't be an excuse, you know, because you don't have the money to do something. There's always something you can do. Move forward, right? Even if it's a small step. Now, the antidotes. How do we fix this? The sin of sloth or slothfulness. All right. And so, number one, we have 4 here. Number one, to start to discipline yourself. Right. Build a schedule to determine actions and deadlines and stick to it. Right. So, plan your day. Right. One of my coaches teaches us that we want to write down a list of things that we want to do. And Bedros Koulian, one of my heroes, he just talked about it in a podcast I heard yesterday, about how he just picks 3 things, at least 3 things. He'll write them down, right, before he goes to sleep. And he says, these 3 things, tomorrow I will conquer these things. I will destroy these. I will finish this. I will complete it. Right. And he says, not only am I going to complete, I'm going to crush it. I'm going to do it and do it well, right? I'm going to make sure these 3 things, if I fail in everything else in my day tomorrow, these 3 things shall be done, right? And so you want to write those things down. Number 2, it says, think of the fruits you will reap when you overcome sloth and start working towards your dream, right? Who are you going to impact as you are approaching your dream? Who are you going to inspire as you are making a move towards your goals, right? Who are you going to help out, as they are sitting there looking for inspiration, looking for motivation, looking for someone to give them a little push, a little edge, right, as they are dealing with their own issues, right? So look at the fruits that are going to come along. And, as you reach your goals and dreams, what I find is that when you set up a goal for yourself and you get after it, you're after it, right? It starts to affect other areas in your life, right? For instance, I'm working on my health. And because I'm working on my health, there's other areas in my life that are improving, right? Confidence boosts up, right? Um, My energy's up. I'm happy. I'm easier to deal with throughout the day. And it gives me a sense of accomplishment. And I just want to do more, right? I just want to get all over the place. So think about the fruits that will come, that you will reap when you overcome your slothfulness and start to work towards your dreams, right? And then number 3, don't wait for the opportunities to fall into your lap or wonder what life would be like if you won the lottery and had that $1 million idea. I know people are starting to talk about the lottery today. I'm not even looking at it, guys. Work on you, right? Don't wait for those kind of opportunities to fall in your lap. Work on you and what you can do now to improve you, yourself, your business, your family, your life, your day. Focus on that and you will be a lot happier. Trust me. A lot of people win the lottery, and because they haven't worked on themselves, they don't work on themselves, they refuse to. What happens is that money is gone. That money is gone. Right. So don't wait for opportunities to fall in your lap. Get after it. And number 4, get to work, right? None of this planning means anything if you don't get to work. None of this working on yourself does anything for you if you don't get to work, all right? And then we're going to finish off with this quote by John Ortberg. Says that sloth is the failure to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. Key, when it needs to be done, all right? So that's one of my biggest issues, because I'm always just taking my time to do things. Sometimes you got to get it done now. You don't need to wait. You don't have time to wait. You can't afford that. Business needs you to move forward. Your family needs you to move forward, like right now, and get things done. Right. And so, uh, sloth is the failure to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. All right. And so I just hope that you guys are inspired. Um, please share this stuff. Uh, Talk to your friends, coworkers, family members. Let them know that we're over here putting in work down here at the Big Money Ministry, Big Money Many page. Sorry, I'm putting some other stuff together, but like and share the page. I hope you guys are inspired to move to get better. If you want to follow along, if it helps you, awesome. Praise God. If you have questions, suggestions, hit me up, send me messages, contact me. I'm more than willing to hear you out and to change things up if need be. All right. And, if there's anything you guys want to hear about that you want me to do some research on and we can discuss, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. All right. So 2 more chapters, guys. Let's get it done tomorrow. And between now and then, hope y'all have a great day tomorrow as you guys are about to wake up in a few hours. God bless you. I just hope you know that you are awesome, you're amazing, and that you have a whole lot more going for you than you think. Right. And so, Big Money Manny, I'm out. God bless.